All right, well, welcome to this episode of the Hidden City Podcast. Today, we're excited to have Vince Holland with us today. He's the co-founder of the Oak Cliff Run Crew, and we're just excited to have you on the show, man. Thanks for coming on.
Man, thanks for having me. It's an honor.
Well, I know in our research a little bit, the Sayless Project. Tell us a little bit about that.
If y'all can, we're going to huddle up and say a few things before we take off. First and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, family and friends. If you're a runner, let's give it up for our family and friends coming out. Appreciate y'all.
Sayless Projects started last year, so 2024. We were getting ready for Mental Health Awareness Month in May, and I'm part of A6 Sound Mind, Sound Body program. And so I wanted to give back to that team and work with them on an idea to do something for mental health awareness.
I had this weird idea at night. I was like, let's run from Dallas to Austin. And let's do it to raise money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And all of that is like really important to me personally. Okay. And I asked these people, and the mantra was like, they got to be able to say, like, you know, the term say less. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't even got to ask me.
Yeah. Say less. I'm in.
And so I asked this crazy group of people, and a month later, we're running from Dallas to Austin. And it was one of the craziest things I've ever done and the most incredible things I've ever done. I mean, none of us had ever done anything like this. And the idea happened on out of nowhere, and we just did it. We raised like $5,000 for this charity. Then we raised the money for the run. And so I thought I was just gonna do that, and now it's like a thing like that I'm doing and I'm becoming more and more passionate about. So now we got 12 more people doing it this year. I personally just want to thank all of you for helping, donating. This year, we've already doubled the amount of donations we had last year for the charity that we're partnering with, which is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And if you didn't know, like, a big reason why we're doing this is because I lost my father to suicide in 2021, which is something that I never thought in a million years would happen to me. No one ever thinks it's gonna happen to them, but ever since I started getting vocal about it, like every week, and I've been sharing it with those that are running this year, but got it. Every week, like I literally get messages every week from people that have either lost someone to suicide or they dealt with it. And I mean, for me, as long as I get those messages, like, I'm gonna keep doing this and I'm gonna be loud about it. And I know it's a very difficult subject to talk about, but I want this to continue to grow, and the only way it's gonna grow is, like, look at it. Like, last year was only a few of us, and like now there's a bunch of us that are championing this message. When I took a stance to say I want to do something about this subject, I don't know if I was necessarily ready for the amount of people that were gonna let me know that this resonated and that this was helping them. And I had no idea of the rates and all of the different things. And so as I kept going down that path and learning more about that and trying to figure out how to process my own way of grieving and figuring out what that looked like, for me, it was clear that this is still a stigma. This is a subject that is difficult to talk about. And for me, I just felt like it was something that I felt impressed to take a stand on and do something about it. That group of people, for the rest of my life, man, I'm indebted to them. I'm grateful for them. You know, I'm the one that was trying to process his problems and trying to, like, figure out my grief. And sorry. Yeah, those 11 people, man, they just said less. And yeah, man, they helped me. They're crazy. There's a crazy group of people. I'm not gonna keep going or I'll keep crying. But if you're a runner, if you're running this year, if you guys can, come up here real quick. We're gonna take a photo together. I love these guys. All right, let's get a photo. Let me see. I'm not real tall. I'll get right here in the middle. All right, we're gonna look at PK and then. PK, what are we doing? No smiles. We'll no smile, then we'll smile. Yeah, I was talking to some of the people from year one because we all wanted to do it again. Like, we were debating, like, should we do, of course, we're crazy. So we were like, let's add Houston, San Antonio. Like, we barely made it to Austin, and here I am, like, let's add more cities. And then it kind of hit me as I went down that train of thought that how cool would it be to give this experience to more people? So that's where it kind of evolved. So now here we are, year 2, and I invited a new group of people. And also for me, it's like knowing that almost everybody has a story that, about mental health. And that's the cool part too. It's not just about suicide prevention, but it's just mental health in general. And they're all gonna champion that subject in unique, different ways. And so I'm really excited about that part of it.
What's up, bro? You ready for it? Ready. I'm ready.
Are you excited?
I think so. I'm a little nervous.
Yes.
I'm very
Yeah.
This is the game plan right here. Loretta and June.
You ready, Craig? We're ready. We're ready.
Where are you going?
I kind of want this seat.
Okay, we're playing that seat.
First come, first serve, but
Yeah, should've been on time.
yeah.
What's up, man? Nice to meet you, Keegan.
Brent,
It's good to meet you, man.
We were just getting your seat ready for you. Oh, were you? Yeah.
Trunk. Definitely honored to be a part of the year 2 relay runners. You're about to take on something quite large, and yeah, I'm definitely a bit nervous. It's kind of like that nervous excitement, especially as everyone's starting to show up here tonight. Where's the bucket?
I'm jealous for like.
I don't know. Everybody's asking me that. I think it's like around 10.
Are you towards the end?
Does that sound right?
Well,
Mine's at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Matthew's right after me. Then Thomas is after you.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm one of the 12 relay runners. We'll be running to Austin in this beautiful Sayless Projects. I think it's gonna be a real test to what I'm capable of. I'm excited for us to finish the goal. I'm excited for the bonding that's about to happen. It's about to be so big. Everybody's just getting prepared for this really cool thing. I'm excited to be a part of the crew and just do this all together.
Well, I'm stoked. None of us would be here if we weren't ready to embrace whatever challenges are about to come. So I just look forward to whatever we're about to encounter throughout these next 30 plus hours. So I'm just ready to roll. It's a little warm, but that just makes it more interesting. I think that just adds to the challenge of it all.
This heat is crazy right now, but I've been drinking water, I've been hydrating.
I feel silly, crazy, scared, throwing up, crying. Throughout this whole weekend, it's gonna be, okay, let me rest and kind of mentally prepare for what's to come. I'm gonna be surrounded by my teammates that are counting on me to kind of pull in my next leg. It's gonna be just a small reflection of resilience and determination to finish what we started.
The months leading up to today, I've been a little bit, nervous and stressed, and I've had a lot of doubt, but I think that's just like a part of the journey, and the reason why we're doing it is just much greater than little obstacles we'll probably face on this journey.
When Vince approached me with the idea, it kind of resonated because we all go through mental health issues. We all battle it in some way, shape, or form. So when he told me, like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do it for, my immediate answer was yes. I'm just excited to be here and excited to be part of a cause. I think that's what's fueling me right now. I'm not ready. I don't think I ever am, though. I'm ready to get it done, but I'm also ready to enjoy the ride that this is gonna provide.
So everyone's clear on vests and all of that. There's first aid is going to be in the store here if anybody needs it. And then water is in the back. The cooler is full of food for you guys. All the food in the back is full grab for all of you guys. And then nutrition and supplements are behind that. So bars, goose, electrolytes, carbs, all of that. Clear on the rotation and the border.
Yeah, so Chris will go off with Mimi on the bike, and they'll switch off around mile 4, which is around American Airlines Center. Biker will also be using Foot to Path, the app that Mimi had put in the group chat, to guide the runner, make sure we don't get lost.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
But yeah, I was just going over the bike.
I'm so sorry.
This is kind of seeing all of our work come into fruition. So I feel like we know our responsibilities, such as just making sure everybody's safe. That's the number one goal because we're going to be running on no sleep. But other than that, just checking in on each other and just making sure we complete this goal.
And I appreciate you guys all doing this. I know it's a lot of work, but it's meaningful. I know it seems like a small group, but you're impacting the city at large, not just Dallas, but Austin as well. You know, just in mental health and physical health, we believe in like taking care of your eyes too. You guys are going to be out in the elements. So we did a special sunglass that you can wear 24 hours a day. So your eyes are protected.
They're the clear sunglasses you'll ever wear.
Eyes are protected against the sun, dust, debris. Personalized with Sayless.
You guys wear them proudly. Thank you guys so much. I know we're about to do our thing and get going. It's gonna get crazy.
All right, guys, we can go inside and mingle with friends and family.
If y'all want photos, get them quick. About 8 o'clock, we're gonna take off. Appreciate y'all. Santa Claus came. Hey. We got more shit.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you so much, bro, for real. Just remember today, this week is Memorial Day. Yeah, we can do it for us. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out, brother. Yes, sir. Hope to see you at the lake soon. Yeah.
It's the uncertainty of we don't know what's really gonna happen. We can't control that outcome. I can't really say I enjoy running, especially when it comes down to endurance and long distance, but it's who you become during those runs. The process of everybody working collaboratively as a team throughout the hard times, the uncertainties, and feeling like you might not be able to do it, and then you finish it. I'm feeling that I'm gonna give it whatever I got, man. You know, see what we got as a team. I'm ready to test it, ready to push it. For those who can, and for those who keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Feeling really excited. Feeling like we got to go into this nice, calm, and collected. It's going to be a long journey, but I'm just super stoked with the people that we have in this crew. I don't think you could ask for a better group of people and a more passionate group of people to help with this. Just that's all I got to say. I'm just excited to be doing this together.
He's got the gun out. He hasn't even started running. Ow! Can we get a pan of all of Thomas's stuff just right? He got the gun out. He ain't even ran yet. He just started running.
This is where the magic happens, baby. Rest and recovery.
Everyone in good spirits? Great spirits. The energy is good. I think we're really like team oriented. We're trying to help each other figure out the routes, make sure people going up know they're going, know what's happening. Very supportive right now. Everything's still so open, you know? We haven't hit any walls. I'm sure we will. But right now I'm hoping to keep things nice and easy when I do face those challenges. You know, just kind of remind myself what I'm doing out here, why I'm out here. And remember that it really has nothing to do with the running.
My name is Keegan Martin, 27 years old, found running in 2023 and just have fallen in love with it ever since. I remember last year watching the relay and just being like, dang, I want to be a part of that, and just learning more about what the movement was behind it, and how it was kind of close to home. So I got sober in 2023, and running's definitely a form of recovery for me now. You know, just the act of running is like a new healthy addiction. It helps me operate the potential that I want to, and it was definitely, you know, helped me when I was in some low spots with my own mental health. So I mean, if at the end of the day one person watches this and is like, you know what, maybe I could go out for a run, and that run ends up helping improve their mental health, you know, it's a win.
What I hope people take away from this the most is, and more so, seeing that this is bigger than just people getting together for a run, and more so why we're running, bringing more attention to kind of suicide awareness, mental health, and prioritizing that above all. Kind of digest it all and really take something away from it, and just be able to maybe help someone one day, and also prioritize their own mental health, because that's something that a lot of people aren't thinking about, and they can go through the motions, get trapped in this vortex of habits, and they need to do that favor to themselves and take a step back, take a deep breath, and really do something that could be beneficial to them and others.
My boy's cooking.
Let him cook!
My boy's cooking. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
That's my boy right there. Go.
He said go!
You know where you're going?
This way?
Yeah, that way. Out to the right.
Okay. All right. Almost started. Kicking on the bike.
Next. All right, big dogs. We'll see y'all in a little bit.
How was it?
Snacks in there. I had some incline. I actually ran a little bit more. I ran a little more.
Funny start.
Go back.
So we're about 5 hours in. Everyone's energy is still pretty high. So the first leg was awesome. Definitely had like some adrenaline. So probably slow it down a little bit here on out.
There's such a heaviness around the mental health community and, losing loved ones. Before I was more involved in OCRC, I was just getting to know some of the runners from last year. Knowing more of them now, I've gotten to hear a lot of their stories, so it made me dig a little deeper as to my why. So I'm Native American, and historically, they are the largest population that has followed through with the act of suicide. And it doesn't just start there. There's a lot of practices that happen before that kind of lead to that. So my why is just spreading awareness and education that there are alternate ways to cope and fight this mental health battle, whether it be through movement or medicine or different ritual practices, cultural practices that you can bring in, being in community as well, and then just finding something that brings you purpose and joy throughout the day. I think this is an awesome way to start this movement and then continue it out into the whatever's left of 2025 and beyond.
My name is Thomas Ronda. I am from Brooklyn, New York, currently residing in Dallas, Texas. When I was in the Coast Guard, I had one of my first cases, and we operated a lot on emergencies. And we had this one particular case where it was a younger kid, and he was on the bridge. And that was the first-hand experience that I had of somebody taking their own life. And when that person was relatively my age, and I was the one that had to assist them with first aid, and they didn't make it, it left an impact on me, especially in the service, seeing fellow service members take their life, friends. And also, I feel like everybody, we deal with mental battles to some extent, whether you're operating a business, whatever you may be doing. So the mission behind what we're doing, to speak up, to do something about it, it shows strength, and it shows resilience, and we can all collaboratively work together to make an impact, to make it a safe space to talk about how you may be feeling, what you might be going through. So that was my initial experience that I had, and why I'm here today.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
I know, I was getting a little micromanaged, but everything's calm now. We're back on track. We got these two going next.
As long as we do 8 miles.
Yeah. The hills are gnarly, man. I just didn't switch gears in time, so it just felt weird.
We ripped 300 feet of elevation in 4 miles my last time. Pretty much all uphill, but I couldn't see where the hills were going.
Yeah.
It was just no, it wasn't like a lot of turns, but it was a couple.
Yeah.
Second run. This time in the day.
What are we thinking, like a 450-mile time?
Let's go!
Noble looking smooth.
Hell yeah.
Get him, Birdie. Let's go, y'all. Let's fucking go.
My name is Noble Crawford IV. I got into running about 2-3 years ago and haven't looked back. And then that brought me to Oak Cliff Run Crew, which brought me to Vince, and then we've been locked in ever since. I resonate with the cause, not from necessarily a suicide level, but just from a mental health awareness level. And that's something that I've dealt with almost all my life. And then ironically enough, at the time, my grandfather had just got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So going through that and kind of through the motions and dealing with, him and his issues, it just furthered that, showed me that this is a path that I want to go down. This is something that, if not then definitely now resonates with what I'm currently dealing with and what I will potentially deal with in the future. I didn't get to have that many conversations with my grandfather before he passed. This was one of the last things that I told him I was going to do. So to see this through from start to finish is high on my list. But again, just doing it. I told him I was gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I told myself I was gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So for everybody else, if you're gonna say you're doing something, full send it, no matter what you're going through, no matter what the cost. If you have this idea that you want to do it. And I think we're all representing that.
My name is Kimberly Fu. I started running, I grew up playing soccer, so I always ran, but during COVID, I started running more just to, keep myself busy. I wanted an outlet to focus on my mental health and just have a healthy outlet there. After, COVID happened, my dad was diagnosed with cancer in 2021. That's when I really relied on running even more for my mental health. Next week will be 5 months since he passed away. I feel like at first I just tried to resume my life as it was before. I feel like that helped at a certain level, but I know I am strong, but portraying that can be really exhausting all the time when you're not. So I think a lot of people say, you never know what someone is going through, so just always be kind. I think I've cried every single week, and just everything reminds me of my dad. And I don't talk about it. I think this is one of the first times that I am talking about just how not okay I am. And I think that's okay. So this process has been really eye-opening for me because it's these moments of just vulnerability that I want to push a little bit more for myself and for others to just have that open conversation, because it's really, really hard. It's really hard for me. But I'd say number one is just being surrounded by really good people, your community. And the crazy thing is that I feel like my core community came from Oak Cliff Run Crew. They were there at my dad's funeral. They were there prior, during, before, after. Them saying it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about the memories of your dad. And that's something that I was trying to not do because I didn't want to put that on them. But they gave me that opportunity and safe space to know that it's okay. We want to hear it. We want to hear it. We want to support you through this. And they're still there, just always checking in. And that was really eye-opening.
How you feel like humans again?
Oh,
You all look at peace.
somebody gave us a donation. Huh? Somebody gave us a donation.
I know.
Really?
Wait, here?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
reason I started running, so I've played sports my whole life, and it's always been group sports. Once I got to college, it was a really big shock going from having a whole team of people and working out together every day and doing all this stuff with a built-in community. I didn't have that group of people to help me, was really depressed, and just the workload and all the stress that school comes with. Started gaining a lot of weight, and I was the first person in my family to go to college, and it was already a big stress, just that going into that whole new situation. I started running, and throughout that, it was just, I realized, I'm working out to not only, benefit my body, but I realized that, man, I don't think about anything. I don't think about any of these problems whenever I'm running. So being able to move my body really helped. I feel it in my heart, like I really have changed. This community has changed me a lot. I've had my mental health battles throughout these last 4 years. So when I got to Run Club, I was like in the middle of a really dark place. So I'm just glad I've grown since then, and everybody else around me, especially at OCRC, was able to see that.
For mental health, I think a lot of people in our group are bringing their own experiences to the table, and it's all really unique, and I think that's super important because I think it can present itself in so many different ways. And I think one aspect that I bring that I think a lot of people in our group maybe don't necessarily have the experience of is that I'm a physical therapist, and I work in the hospital and acute care setting with a lot of people who are very, very, very sick. Every day I'm working with people who are struggling to move, who are struggling with some sort of sickness and disease. And I think that movement is one of the most powerful things for people in order to feel control of their lives. And we all take it for granted of having it. And when you don't have it and you lose autonomy to do the things you want to do, it's extremely impactful, and it's pretty crazy to think about what some people have to go through. So I personally, for me, feel like I'm more myself when I'm running than I ever am at any other point in my life. And I kind of made it a passion in my life to help others who are not able to do those things try to be able to get back to those things. It doesn't matter what your goals are, right? Like for some people I work with, their goals are just to be able to walk to the bathroom because they can't do that right now, or just even sit up at the edge of a bed, or be able to tolerate sitting in a chair. What I think is so unique about movement and having a goal and purpose is it gives you a reason to get up and do something and try. And I think that when you have things going on in your life that feel out of control, can be damaging to your mental health, can be hard, I think movement is such a powerful way to build community and to give you a reason to get up and get going.
Hey, do you mind if I stretch my calves really quick?
How you feeling, Miranda? Hot?
Hot, yeah. We were cruising. There was a lot of downhill.
Yeah.
It felt smooth.
No, it was good. We have like a good basic order in it last night.
Keep it easy, do what you can.
How many did y'all do?
We did 5 total. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. 5
Anytime
miles.
we can get like 5 or 6, we just gotta keep just keep stacking and we're getting
that was also
we're ahead of time.
Yeah. I said less to join the relay this year. Just kind of reflecting back, especially during the pandemic. I was a year out of college at that point, and I was living alone in a new city. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I honestly wasn't really running a whole lot back then, and just kind of reflecting on those moments and some of the difficult times, just kind of being alone and not really having a sense of community. I think being a part of this crew is a great opportunity to raise awareness for some of those silent and maybe kind of less visible hardships that people are going through, and kind of raising awareness to allow people to realize like community does help a lot, and kind of having an outlet to do that. So the Sayless Project is a great opportunity for me to kind of experience that and be a part of the community. And you know, as I'm running, I'll reflect on some of those moments.
Mental health wasn't a big thing that I thought of. Like, I didn't take it serious, but you don't take it serious until it's you. You don't take mental health serious until you're in the trenches. And that happened to me, 2019. I unfortunately lost my twin sisters, and I was really devastated because I was like, wow, like, felt like a gut punch, and it felt like something that couldn't go away until like I realized what was going on, you know? And then that's when I took mental health seriously from then on. That's kind of my driving motivation every day now. It's changed my life. The things that I aspired to do when that happened in 2019, I would say everything that I do in life, I don't take it for granted because I get to live a life that my sisters aren't able to. So I just take everything and grateful for the opportunities that I'm given. So I would say for sure, gonna be thinking about them, just they're not able to do anything, they're not able to run. But yeah, so that's my motivation, that's my why.
I think we're about 2/3 of the way in. They're cruising. They're ahead of schedule, or what we predicted their schedule to be. They got through a really hot day. I think they got through their first really, really big hurdle, and then this is kind of that time where temperature starts dropping, the sun's setting, you're like, it's so beautiful, this is amazing. And then once we get 30, 40 miles outside Austin, that's when, like, that's the real race. It's like, it's gritty. You're close, so close, but so far, and you really got to rely on each other. And it's really cool to watch the resilience, and like, this is what the project is about, is like proving, it's proving to yourself that you can do hard things and figuring out solutions in real time. And that's where character is built, and relationships and trust, and you're seeing all of the wonderful things that make us human come together. It's when everyone's gonna have to start really digging in.
We are literally just finishing 24 hours straight from Dallas. We are now heading into the night. We are here. This year 2 team has really just surprised me. I mean, they're exceeding all expectations and really taking it there. The lack of sleep and the heat piles up on you, but like, they've been hard to convince to stop or slow down. It's been cool to listen to them lead each other and encourage each other. And so tonight's gonna be the real challenge. Once it gets to about midnight, you're just so exhausted. You don't wanna run, you don't wanna go. And so you really gotta rally yourself and push yourself mentally.
So my name is Brent Turner. I coach track and cross country specifically, but I've had plenty of conversations with my students that are struggling with their mental health. And especially right now in this day and age, like, social media is huge. Like, they have so many more opportunities to be bullied and deal with things that are, you know, kind of out of their control. But that's been my biggest reason, is like, I want them to know that they don't have to struggle alone. They don't have to do any of this by themselves. Biggest part of my why is like for my kids. I've been through stuff in my life and had to tackle those challenges, but I never really felt like I got to a place where I struggled with my mental health. I had a really good like a relationship with my family and my brothers. I had a really good support system growing up, so there's not my greater reason. It's my kids. Like, they can get through whatever they're dealing with, even if it may seem like there's no better way, like there's no other option out there. And I hope by doing this and like bringing awareness to the issues and them seeing me run 240 miles with a bunch of strangers, they'll be like, oh wow, like look, all these guys. And hopefully if my story isn't the story that resonates for them, hopefully they'll hear some of the other stories throughout this process where they'll be like, man, like Coach Turner's running with some people that are, you know, they've been through the exact same thing I dealt with, and like this speaks to me, and hopefully that'll make them see that like, hey, I can keep pushing, I can keep going.
I was always active when I was a kid. I played a lot of sports. I was always pretty competitive. And then I hit a pretty big lull just in physical activity in my 20s. And I think 2023 was a really, really hard year for me for a lot of reasons. Definitely the hardest year of my life that I can recall. And I was just going through a lot of grieving and healing of different things. And I just kind of hit this point where I felt like, I was like, man, I'm doing all this work and this working on myself and breaking bad habits and building new ones, but I just kind of felt like something was missing, and I felt super stuck still. And it dawned on me that I just wasn't moving. I didn't have experience running. I could barely run a mile or two. But you gotta have outlets. You know, it took me a long time to learn that, and I'm only now in a place where I have a few outlets that I love that are just personal for me, that I've tied no attachment to, no intention to other than joy. You have to just have things in life that bring you joy and allow you to kind of step away. But yeah, outlets.
You're the runner, I'm robbing you.
I'm the runner.
What do you do?
You're trying to come at me? You trying to stop us from getting to Austin? Trying to stop us from getting to Austin, bitch? See what happens.
Thomas, you ready?
Fuck you.
I feel like running is a rhythm. Your soles are on the pavement, hands are moving with it, eliciting that rhythm, that movement feeling. Whenever the push comes to shove, maybe we can lean onto the movement, the rhythm to keep us going.
Yeah, we're officially in the cave. We're in the pain cave. Whoever's good.
Are they coming from this way?
Yeah.
Hey, first and foremost, you fucking did it. Give yourselves a round. You're almost there. So when I finished last year, to be honest with y'all, like for me personally, at that time, it was like a huge moment for me to just release a lot of things. But I would say when we finished, like, obviously y'all cheer each other up and all that, but like just take a moment for yourself, for whatever this means for you. If you need to step away or whatever, like, but just like soak it in, like appreciate the fact that you did it, take in the moment, and just remember your why. Like your why is not my why, your why is your why you did this and why it means something to you. And whatever comes to your mind is the right answer.
This moment here at the end was a really great way to bring things together and have everyone kind of sit in their why, and that's been really powerful for me. I thought of a few people immediately and that can no longer do something like this, even if they wanted to, even if they liked running. And I don't always like running and I don't always want to, but I can do it. Sometimes that's just all you need.
As soon as they hit the steps of the Capitol, I just immediately just fell. There were so many times I wanted to quit and not finish or complete a mile. Every step was carried not by myself, but through the strength of my teammates.
I'm feeling pretty inspired by everyone here. Some people didn't know if they were going to be able to run another leg, and next thing you know, they're the ones jumping out of the van, watching them like put their bodies on the line for really like 11 other strangers. To me, I'm always like, I want to show people that like I can do it for them.
When Vince approached me with year one, we just found out that my granddad had stage 4 cancer. That put me in a very depressive state mentally. And then he passed in July. I wanted to do this for him. And then throughout the run, I realized I wasn't doing this for him. I was doing this for myself. So that's why I did it. Just prove to myself that I am better than all of the stuff that's happened to me negatively in the past.
Every mile when it would get hard, I just had to dig deep and know like, My dad is with me every step of the way, and just thinking about him and it just pushing myself. Even if it was so painful, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for running, if it wasn't for this community.
What I learned about myself was I don't give myself enough credit, and I can do these things, and it just made me realize, you know what, like, you're part of the team and you can do this too. I think that's something that's really hard for me.
I'm someone who I see other people doing things and something sparks. I'm like, I want to go do that. Like, especially with sobriety, because I was on the other side of the camera once and seeing other people do all these cool things and thinking to myself like, oh dang, I'm just like an addict. Like I'm stuck over here doing this. If someone else is like seeing this and they're struggling, like, don't hesitate to reach out.
It just shows for every single person that's going through a difficult time in their life, somebody who they didn't win the battle in their minds, and for the people that have won that battle, this is what we do it for.
This movement isn't finished. The impact that we will have wasn't finished either. Just excited to be a small piece of that.
If you're somebody who is dealing with suicidal thoughts, if you're someone who's struggling with mental health, if you're someone who's grieving, the biggest reason why I'm doing this is to really drive home that you are not alone. I know it sounds cliche and I know you've heard it before, but truly there are a lot of you and we're all out here and none of us have it figured out. None of us have it perfect. None of us know exactly what we're doing. And I hope that as you watch this film and as you see what we're doing, that you'll really look within and realize like, man, like I can do great things. I can keep going. I can take this message and I can do it in my own unique way to share and reach more people and get help. You know, if you need help, get help. It's okay to ask for help. I ask for help all the time. It's okay to get therapy. It's okay to cry. It's okay to share that your life is not going the way you wanted. And I think that you'll be surprised to find that there are a lot more people like you. And I think if more of us would do that, if more of us would be vulnerable, if more of us would share our story, if more of us would stop acting like we have it all put together, then I think the world will become a better place. I think that our communities will become better places. I think that it will help families. It will help all of us break down walls and barriers that have blocked communication. And so everything that I'm doing, everything that we're doing, everything that is involved with Sayless Projects exists to help push this narrative and push this motivation, encouragement to say less, to keep going. And I hope that after all of this, after watching this film and after seeing all this, that you will be inspired to share your story and spread this message.
All right, Mr. Jules, how are you feeling after running 241 miles from Dallas to Austin?
That's a really great question. I'm ready to be finished. I'm glad we're finished, but I kind of miss it. I kind of miss it already.